In 2017, Brazilian Karina Lemes was singled out by a survey conducted by Media Takeout and Real Cool Nation magazines as the most stunning woman of short stature in the entire world. The Brazilian's title caught attention, and she gained prominence in newspapers worldwide, like the New York Post in the US, the Mirror in the UK, and News.com in Australia. Since then, no one else has claimed this title, and for 6 years now, Karina remains the sole holder of this label. In recent times, many exceptionally beautiful women of short stature have emerged around the world. When we mention Karina as the fairest of them all, some believe that this title should have already been passed on to another petite beauty. But why hasn't there been another survey to determine the current most beautiful woman in the world? Well, I have a few hypotheses. At the time, the term used by American magazines was dwarf. Both in the US and the rest of the world, this term isn't as well received by the little people community. In fact, the title of this video is worded this way because it's the term the magazine used, and Karina Lemes herself identifies as such on her TikTok profile. Furthermore, there's a concern within this community about the sexualization of women of short stature. Given this, I imagine that the magazines might not want to wade into this controversy. Therefore, there's a possibility that Karina Lemes will forever hold the title of the most beautiful dwarf on the planet. Karina, a 35-year-old model and mother of a teenage son, is a renowned influencer in Brazil. Standing at 1.32 meters, 4 feet 4 inches, she gained notoriety after being hired by a TV show as one of the stage assistants. Although her stint on the show was short-lived, it was enough for Karina to become famous across the entire country. Now, if the magazines were to suddenly re-elect the most beautiful dwarf, do you think Karina should retain the title? If not, please share in the comments who you believe is the most beautiful woman of short stature in the world today. Interestingly, although the Brazilian holds this almost lifelong title, Media Takeout News and Real Cool Nation did not initially consider Karina as their first choice. In fact, they announced American Jai McGee as the most beautiful dwarf on the planet. If you observe them on their social media, there's no doubt that she is a very attractive woman. The major issue is that the websites made an analytical error, because although some angles in a few photos might suggest otherwise, Jai does not have dwarfism. She stands at 1.64 meters, 5 feet 4.5 inches, far from the minimum height of 1.35 meters, 4 feet 5 inches, for being considered a dwarf. The American model was very surprised by the website's nomination, but quickly clarified the mistake. Jai considers herself of average stature, and stated that the recognition for the most beautiful dwarf should go to someone who truly deserved the title. It was after this error that the Brazilian's name emerged, and fortunately, she was crowned by the tabloids as the most beautiful in the world. Currently, Karina continues her work as a model and influencer. She has over 450,000 followers on Instagram, more than 70,000 on TikTok, and over 10,000 followers on Twitter and Facebook.